Oh, I moved Twitter to another window because I'm an idiot. There it is. Okay, so the server is fine again, which is a bit of a problem. Because if the server is fine, then I can't fix it. So, yeah, we're going to wait for the server to break again, and then we'll... But Evilly Bob, I don't believe you for a second. There's no way that you teleported and got that message. I'm kind of hoping it breaks, then I can fix it. Natural stuff, like I said. Yeah, there's a definite lag, but it's fine. But that means it's something with the server. I'm so pleased with those teleports. They work so much better. And the frame rate appears to be much higher down here as well. Or it just hasn't finished loading in, I guess. Oh, yes, it's not loading anymore. Yeah, I wonder what that is. Just the server goes, I'll get to you in a minute. Server, yeah, I had some packet loss then. Really, 4%? Yeah, I think that's down to the mobs still. So I think I might be looking at the mob spawning stuff again. I don't think it's specific the server is struggling to get me stuff. However, the sooner we get the OET charge, the better, I think. I think it's safe to say that we've defeated the creep. Now, whether or not this was easy, or whether or not this is just because we've overdone it, it's hard to say right now. Yeah, I can still build things. It's still fine. So I'm going to leave the server up. I mean, I'll be doing work on the server. Yes. Attempt to get segment. No, that's fine. Yeah, frame rate's taking a hit now. It's loaded further. Still very annoying the way lasers connect in the distance. I like the way the geothermals are doing their thing. That's all good. I'm guessing this could be our 32 by 32 for our magma bore. Now, still not come to a decision about the magma bore, about exactly how it works, how it makes you win the game, or anything. That's all still TBD. Interesting. I sent it to a bunch of performance work on things like geothermals. And I got that mesh filter bug to fix as well. Have any melters on me? No. Remind me, by the way, next time I get out into doing code, that I would like to... Oh, bollocks, I forgot what I was going to say. Sorting within a type. Sorting within a type. Yeah, that's interesting. So we've got a problem there. In fact, we have the creeps much closer than it looks. It is in fact so close that I'm questioning why this is not shooting at it. Do you have any batteries on me? No. Now I did make a change to the lances yesterday, so it's possible I broke them. So let's have a watch. Yeah, the lances are working fine. Now, the question more is, why is this one not working fine? Cleared, yeah, it has cleared 3,000 blocks. So if I delete and replace those, they now are back to zero. It has cleared 3,000 blocks in its lifetime, so it's definitely done something. Really, if you want to get more creep to flow in, you should probably take out the ceiling and set. Oopsie. Probably take out the ceiling in this area. Yeah, these errors I'm saying probably happened during the point where the frame rate was... Sorry, the server was having problems. Yeah. Yeah, really need the Dazzler fire. Melter. Have I not? I had one, didn't I? Right, there's one there, and there's another one, but I could have lost it. Yeah, so all this stuff needs to be melted, basically. Like, all of this stuff needs to be melted out. Now, in retrospect, I did do a stupid thing, and I put the melting system on the floor, whereas what I should have done is put the melting system on the ceiling, where it melts stuff, it doesn't end up melting itself. Yeah, everything's still working, but I have restarted the server, unfortunately. Could do the manufacturing plant. I'm sure there's one down here somewhere. Curious to see some other people's cold centre bases, because this one's ever so neat and spread out and lovely. Instate, that's not our closest creep though. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, so can I make some batteries? Nope. Tad. To be honest, it should be okay. But the server is still struggling. I mean, the poor thing is melting under the load here. Whoa. And I do agree we could do with a rubble thief as well. Oh, sorry, garbage thief. Yeah, right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up along the tunnel rather than my current setup, which is dumb. In retrospect, I realise that now. We should have gone up along this axis and this height. That makes sense. Because then stuff melts down. I suppose what I was currently doing... What's that? That's the burner. That means it shouldn't be able to get overwhelmed. Because what's happening is when the melter did well, all it did is just melt stuff into itself. Oh, do I really not have any more? Oh, do I really not have any chrome lenses? Well, that makes me sad. I'll have to grab some more when I'm next up top. Right, this should mean, you see, even if we end up with some insane amount of melting going on, that I don't end up flooding the poor things in. I think, by the way, the best part about Tier 4 being dangerous is all the little, the fluffy little messages about how rubbish you are. It's okay when you die if the game gently makes fun of you. I like the your feet are not particles, do not stand there. I don't know where the teleporter to the surface is, by the way. Just so that's why I'm... It's okay for me to teleport, I said I don't create network load. See, Evil Bob, you, on the other hand, shouldn't be cheating. I should probably put garbage inside type as well. Where is our Falcor? Oh, our Falcor's right next to... Oh, okay, that makes sense, actually. Wait, do we have a complete sorting system? Wow. That's amazing. Now, I've got stuff like this just from things breaking earlier. I should have 100. There it is. Cool. Okay, teleporter. Where was I going? I really do like the look of the bases down here, much more than the surface bases. Even if I'm lost. Like, I don't understand how if I didn't know about this game and I saw that there like that, I'd be like, tell me more about this game. Tell me everything I need to know about all of that. And currently we're still running on, I don't know, about 90% placeholder stuff for Tier 4. Hopefully Andy will get time to do it before we release it, otherwise it'll get patched in after release. Now, the I don't know if it can actually do that with just the one. I think it needs a second battery there. But wait, a minute ago I asked someone to remind me to do something and I totally forgot what it is I asked you to remind me to do. Does anyone remember what it is I asked you to remind me to do? Tarakesh, it's just because I happen to have an easy function that I will probably just be removing the teleport function entirely. Some sort of types. That was it. Good, it's in chat. Excellent. I'm quite surprised, by the way, this melting system hasn't managed to melt anything onto... Yeah, something falls onto here if we can hit that one. But yeah, the new paging system is working absolutely fine for these machines, and there is no problem with load. I have problems with mob load, but, you know, shit happens. Yeah, I'll get to sorting within a type. Elapsed equals the number of total milliseconds. That equals seconds. Well, it bloody doesn't, does it? Equals, not plus, equals. Come on. No, I want to help, but I'm not sure I will. Like, I want to put it there. To fix that oscillation, I put them down as well. Oh, so many little bugs. Server's still absolutely happy. Server's been up nearly an hour now under full load. So it's possible there is some sort of infinite loop or state it's got into. Now we have still had 500,000 segment requests queued up. And now that is just annoying. There we go. That should... detect something. Or not. Oh no, it's this... No, wait, hold on. It's this block here. That one's blocked. That should have fired. I'll check in a minute I didn't break the Dazzler code. Oh. Am I right in saying that should have fired? I think it should have. That's the central block there. So it should have got to here and it should have fired on that block there. Assuming there are no non-creep blocks between it. Or possibly it's asking to page and failing. That is entirely possible. Okay, let's check the Dazzler code. Searching. Okay. So. There we go. Yeah. Okay, that's why. It doesn't trigger on... It only has a 1 in 4 chance of triggering on a meter of creep. You need at least 4 meters for a 100% guaranteed shot, which is fine. I just forgot. I do apologise for the Orthief thing. I just assumed that we had an all-in-one sorting system that just took and dealt with everything, which is amazing. That's totally what we should have. I think the Orthief is awesome. It's a shame we couldn't have done this in advance. I think you can do some really interesting traps with the creep. There we go. So it could be, for instance, that the massive load of the that thing, I've got to know that, Dazzler, is actually what's causing our issues. Wow, that's going to fire again almost instantly. Because what happens, of course, if it digs away, and next to it is, if it digs away and above its fluid type, it just falls in and falls in and falls in. So that's cool. I like that. So yeah, note to self for future, make sure that melters are placed down low, not up high. My frame rate's still awful. So I have emailed over Clockers, by the way, with a hey, can I have a computer and a video card? But don't think to get very far. Otherwise, what I'll do is I'll put a post on the Patreon and say, look, I'm looking to buy this thing for the thingy. And then try and get a semi-decent, very quiet computer. And the important thing about quiet is it means that it runs happily and easily without any stress running the server. This poor laptop, it's being flattened within an inch of its life. Running at 71 degrees today. I mean, it's been running at that temperature for weeks. I've looked into laptop refrigeration. I've looked into, I'll say, better cooling methods that just aren't any. Right now, I have it sitting on a large 4x4 metal fan cooling system with a direct turbine cooler attached to the port, literally forcing air out of the laptop. That's how it's going. But it's quite important you just raise this kill slope up as far as possible. Might also be important to carry around more raw ingredients than I currently am. Yes, we haven't touched any of this plasmite this way, but this was where our main defences were. Where is that? Where is they? Oh. I don't know. Say unless someone's torn them up. That's what I'm trying to rescue with that Dazzler turret. My god, have you guys seen it out here? This is just a sea of cryoplasm. Like, this is entirely flooded. All of it. Now, it will not be possible for ever to walk on it. I'd also be fixing issues like that. Holy shit. That's not black. Okay. Oh. I thought for a moment it changed the existing ones. Holy god, that is just so much cryoplasm. Okay, that fills me with confidence for its capabilities. So that's cool. It needs to win. I mean, it does need to be able to win. I suspect what will happen is when the mag bore has finished, probably what I'll do is I'll convert all of it to fluid. God, can I actually not get to this anymore? Is it just not possible? The Dazzler turret firing is good though, because that means it's continuing to clear through stuff. I'm really enjoying this though as a gameplay mechanic. Like 100%, this is awesome. And because someone posted on the forum and go, what expansion pack comes next? And I was thinking, the problem is I don't have any more good ideas lying around. I've wanted to do this cryoplasm type idea for, God, 25 years or something. And I think I've now finally done a fairly good... I think I've done it justice. But what's next? I don't know. I'd like to do the rockets, obviously. Oh, seriously, I'm dead. Okay, let's sort within the type. Okay, sort by name. No, sort by type. No. Okay. Okay, so if cat 1 is cat 2, subsort by name now. Okay, if it's a cube stack, if cube helper dot is garbage, L cube, ln cube, sorry, and then cat 1 minus equals 50. And we'll also put suit upgrades. Oh no, we'll okay, let's just sort by name and shove garbage out into its own thing. No Terra Cache. So if you do lose your base to cold creep, all you have to do is either start again somewhere else in the cold base or dig down from the surface and come down behind it. You can't lose. Okay, let's see if that works. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not playing anything. So if the server's working, let's just see it go. Alright, sort by type. That didn't work, did it? To be honest, Nexus, what I need you to do is I need to have a glitch that doesn't involve a restart. All of our restarts have really involved bad things. Oops. Ore is moved together. Garbage is moved together. I say that, but it didn't seem to actually work. But let's try that. Nexus, we killed the server because it wasn't working properly. I don't think there's any problem with the geothermals. It's just that the geothermals, unlike most things, they are really easy to predict. It builds at 100, then 101, then 102. So what you've got the problem is you're seeing something that's really easy to spot when something goes wrong. We're having serious problems with the server, as you know. So that's why you think there are issues with the geothermal. There are issues with everything. It's just that the geothermal you can actually spot the pattern. Now that's interesting. Why isn't that doing it? Is it that we don't have things that are cube stacks? Yeah, see here. So we've ended up something that should have like a negative category number. 5. Or not. Okay, well, potentially a negative category number. I tell you, we didn't find anything that was in gossipable ore. I don't believe you. Or garbage. Wait, that can't be true. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, seriously? Wow. So everyone was so happy I brought a sort function. Everyone was so happy I brought a sort. It doesn't work. It's sorting by the cube's value, not by its type. I'm getting back the category of the value. And none of you fuckers noticed it wasn't working. But you were all so happy it's in. Let's see if that works. It was sorting by something, probably, maybe. Probably not, though. Okay, let's see if the sort works now. That looks better, doesn't it? I don't have the... Oh yeah, ore is together. Garbage, it goes garbage, ore, sort by type, soup packs at the beginning. Can't believe no one noticed. Okay. Sort by type. Inventory sort by type. Now subsorts identical types by names. Nexus has said, we probably just saw stuff move around in our inventory and got all excited. Now puts suit upgrades. Was there anything else I did today? fixed to teleporter repeat sound effect. Okay. I would like to do a sound effect for someone teleporting in. I did have a quick thought about that one, which I forgot to write down. Let me write it down. It does now. Detect. What's it called? Discontinuity in player movement. Okay. What else have I got? I guess just go back on the server and continue to make notes. I can't need the server to break. I know that the network build order was coming back. That wasn't because it doesn't. That means that. Oh, okay. Thank you. You did mention it before, Bookhouse, but you weren't clear. Now you are clear. Thank you. Because you mentioned it. I think you said, did you mean to have an optional ingredients? And I'm like... So I fixed the raycast load stuff, because currently it says it's taking up like 1.5 trillion seconds, which is obviously stupid. Now this is worrying, you see. Well, I guess it's good to know that we've cleared the creep in one direction. It's also good to know that the creep is very much kicking our ass in this direction. So I was worried because I did do some serious, I'll say optimizations, I did some serious stopping it doing any works. Garbage collection, it's absolutely fine. Peak memory usage has been 4.3 gigs. That will be due to teleportation of multiple people at once. Current garbage collection is... Oh, bugger, is that as far as the laser will go? Oh no. A gig. So absolutely fine. Wait, that's not a battery. That's supposed to be a battery. Don't get me wrong, normal teleports are still quite server intensive, but they do actually go through a different code path and they preload stuff. They're not quite as bad. They're slightly better than cargo than lifts and stuff because they actually they don't actually paginate all the middling stuff. I'm quite surprised. I don't care if I die. I'm quite surprised this hasn't actually bored out the other side. I think this Dazzler's actually hit full stroke. But yeah, what we really need to do here is continue with the paradigm I've started, and oh wow, I'm stuck. Huh? I'm actually stuck. There is nothing I can. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Melter. Melter. I am definitely curious to see whether everybody else's base is quite so neat down here. Probably not. Gold bars. Wow, we don't have much of gold bars, do we? Yeah, I think it's a bit risky for me to. I want to implement the take bars out of a player's inventory when they quit machine. But I'm not going to risk implementing it now. I wonder how many Patreons are not on nightly builds, if any. The reason I ask is I could... I don't know, Dropboard. What I was thinking, though, is the... making the magma ball craftable. I need 4 more gold bars. I mean, what I do know, Dropboard, as a quick look, I can see that there are 3 lifts here that are full. So I'm going to hazard a guess that this system is backed up. No, that's not backed up. That one's okay. That's okay. Yeah, these are backed up with molybdenum ore. That one's storing loads of molybdenum bars. So I think what's happened is that this system is backed up with tier 4 ores. So what's happening is we've hidden it away. It would be stupid to have this visible so we could see if it was, say, blocked up or anything. So this system has probably just woken up. Sigh. Okay, well, if molybdenum is on its own casting basin, then why are all of these lifts... They are getting through it, just slowly. So where's chromium then? I was hazarding as chromium. See, this continuous casting basin here is full. This... Okay, do we have a bug here? So this continuous casting basin look at here has a lot of bars in it. But has failed to offload. And of course we've covered it up, so I can't see what's going on. $80 43 37, 81 43 38, 82 43 39. So it doesn't seem to be emptying these bars out. Storage hop. Oh no, storage hop. It got something. I can't tell how it got something. So assuming that that's going that way, can't really tell because this is such a compressed mess. So that's an out. I don't know why these upside down. Why would you do that? So we've got gold bar, titanium bar, molybdenum bar. That is empty. That has lots in it. That now has 100 titanium bars and others. Okay, so let's block those off for a bit. Let's see if this is actually a bug or whether or not it's a throughput issue. No. This is not how you solve bugs. You do not put it back. You do not solve bugs by just doing 20 things at once if anything fixes. I suspect I know the issue, but my first suspicion is that we have an issue with load. I'm going to check something first. So please put that back as it was. Otherwise, we're changing two things. If something starts working, we're like, cool, one of those two things fixed it. Yeah. Now, I think what it is it's trying to store 100 titanium bars and failing. But I'm not 100% sure. So where's this gold coming from, by the way? It's okay, if you were just trying to fix it, that's fine. But I don't know whether the issue is our setup or a bug in the code. Now, I don't understand where this other gold is coming from, by the way. Do we have a gold line, like, running along and underneath it from over here somewhere? You see, embedding stuff, I like the way these look. So I'm guessing that's from here. Oh, is that molybdenum, not gold? Yeah, okay, so that's molybdenum. Now, in a minute, what will happen is these ones will go to sleep once they've cleared through their backlog. And then we'll have one thing in the world that's... So this one's storing 70 bars. I think we just might need more storage hoppers to deal with this output, you know. Right, let's have a look. We've got 5982, 30,000, and that's the one you just put back down. These things have transferred a lot of bars. Okay, let's look at the continuous casting basin. Let's also turn the sound down. Right. Continuous casting. Now let's see if Martin wrote this in an understandable or non-understandable way. Okay, so fuck's sake. Yeah. So Martine has made the usual mistake, I think, of not bothering to check. So he just said, if Hopper add item, if the current stack size is greater than storage free, hopper.mn storage free. Now, one of these should be 100. So let's attach the service item again. I apologize if it kicks you off the server. I think this is a bug. It's obviously quite a serious bug. Storage free 0, storage free 93, storage free 0, 92, 0, 9. Okay, now I suspect the issue then is that has an incorrect thing. So if I do hopper dot is it something last something, chromium bar, chromium bar, chromium bar, chromium bar, chromium bar. I don't think this thing is trying to hand off at all. So we only have so I just want to get a unique identifier out for this quickly. So we only have one continuous casting basin attempting to drop off resources. Okay. But we have 1, 2, 3 continuous casting basins. That one's got 4 sets of null on it. That one's got 4 sets of null on it. That one's got 4 sets of null on it. That one's got 4 sets of null on it. Interesting. However, if I look at it, I don't think they are TAD. I think that you think they're storing bars, but I don't think the server thinks they're storing bars. That's my guess. So, let me detach from that one. What we'll do is we'll attach to me. So we're going to attach to my PC. See what I think is in this. Assuming it's going to let me. Are you going to let me, Unity? Come on, Unity. Come on. You can do it. Without crashing. Attach to Windows Player DG Arcus PC. That's this one. So that is changed to the other type of circle. Right, so that's not unexpected because only the server drops off resources. Okay, so that one has 25 chromium bars in it. That one has a whole bunch of stuff in it. That's the one at minus 110. Right, so that's the issue. The issue is there is nothing in that machine. Okay, so there is a bug, but the bug is the client display, I think. So we're gonna. So there is actually nothing in it. Now this is where it gets very tricky to explain bugs to you, right? Not you personally, but you as a person. So what's happening is the server is working fine. The server has transmitted and offloaded the machines. There is no backlog or problem. The issue is that the client, on the other hand, does not. Now, do we ever request an immediate update? Yes. When we deposit a bar, is that it? That's it. That's the only time. So when we put a bar in, we request an immediate update, but not when we drop one out. Okay, so offload resources and hopper dot. Now, unless add item already does that. No. Okay, cool. That should fix that. That said, let's have a look. Now, as the network client, on the other hand, yes, I know why. Okay, we don't write the item stored to disk. Holy shit, Martine! What the fuck? Why would you not do? Okay, well, there's the issue. Yeah, we don't write them out to disk. So this means those are all the ones that the client has seen, and the server never gets to do an authoritative update. Well, this should be easy to fix, but will involve bumping everything. Not feeling very funny today, so there we go. Okay. Okay, public override int get entity version. Tier 2 smelting. What? Tab, what are you talking about? What the fuck's tier 2 smelting? You can't just make things up. If entity version is greater than or equal to 1, blast furnaces use 16 ore per bar. Counters. Oh. Next is fuck off. Don't tell me exactly what's wrong, right down to what function. Let me find my own bugs, alright? I don't need your help. Sorry, what function did you just say it was again? That's a joke, by the way, just in case anyone missed that. I don't understand why this doesn't just use... Oh, well, whatever. What? I don't understand. If we calculate it, we might as well just use it, but I'm not going to rewrite it for the hell of it. Okay, that should fix that now. hold on. That would have meant that we could have ended up with massive negative amounts of ore. Because it would have said, I need 2, and gone, righto, and then remove 16. Fixed network issue with display of CCB. Fixed blast furnace not obeying resource scalars correctly. But I don't understand, because you could have ended up with like negative bars or something. I'm really surprised that didn't cause quite a more significantly bad issue. Okay, so that's a continuous casting basin fix, segment entity fix, storage drop fix, chrome fix, that's fix, creep burner wall didn't have a bug, raycast manager fix, teleporter fix, machine entities are okay, console commands were okay. Yeah, what's this? Deliver power, geothermal generator. Tier 5 Tier 5 battery, deliver power, single amount. And then what happens on line 1099? That means that something apart from the center of the where's that from? Geothermal generator, transfer power to an attached that is delivering power to the battery. Now, why is that a problem? It means we don't have a linked center, but we are also not the center. Now, reacquiring link is fine. So if mbm state.reacquiring link, we should hopefully be okay. Return false. So Nexus, he's not on stream, is he? Yes, Tarakesh, because it takes too long to cool. You can manually drag tier 4 ores into ore smelters with no arc upgrade. Okay. Or extract. What the hell's the function called? Or extractor. I meant or smelter, that'd be why. Is it insert or? Oh man. This is the thing about the ore smelter. Bacasa, accept your bug. It's important. It's nearly 2,000 lines of code. And it's not a fun line of code either. So I think it's attempt to feed ore. Are you sure, Bacasa? Because I've said, if a player attempts to feed the ore, and it is tier 4 1 or tier 4 2, return false. Yes, it's an ore. No, you may not feed it into the smelter. And like, literally... Are you dragging or clicking? Okay, but does it work if you click? Because normally you can click. I'm trying to work out if drag is coming through a different window. Probably it is. Because unfortunately, it looks like we've got this fucking code here. If name equals input hopper, doesn't do anything. If that function gets called... Return the input hopper as cubes. Feed ore. Okay, so we're halfway there. If check player ore. Okay. Okay, that should be why this whole thing, honestly, could be so well rewritten. I'm not going to do it because at the end of the day, you wouldn't notice any difference. Yeah, that'll fix that. Okay. Let's see. And you can no longer drag tier 4 ores into the smelter. I'm quite surprised it started, but anyway, that should be fixed now. So the add button doesn't work, the click doesn't work, and the drag doesn't work. Well, load is a bit of a difficult question. We're at 46% CPU load. We're running at 72 degrees centigrade. That's 159 degrees Fahrenheit. CPU load is 96%, but not due to machines. That's the interesting thing. Machines are actually just about skimming along the cap. The issue was... I don't know. Yeah, lots of things. Disk thread is quite well behaved, but not massively so. Mobs are still a bit naughty. Ah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. There we go. Okay, well the good news is the issue with the why is that set to remove only? I'm really confused what the setup's supposed to do. Oh, as it's one underneath. I do like that teleport sound, by the way. It doesn't quite work right, but it's cool. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't know why we're not getting any gold. I don't know where the gold stuff is. Oh, well, we are getting a little bit of gold. I'll have that. We're nearly completely full, so that's fine. So that's full, that's full, this is full, that's full. That means that stuff will just start to back up here. Awesome. I might have enough to build the lasers now. But yay, bug fixes. I'm quite happy with the patch, by the way. Yeah, Compass is cool, isn't it? There it is. See pictures that way. Oh. Hello. Alright, thanks. Okay, so I am going. I'm going to have to head out this afternoon for a bit. Those of you who follow me on Twitter will have seen that I had a bit of a number plate explosion happened yesterday. I know not all of you follow me on Twitter because you're wrong. So I went out for a bike ride yesterday, and I came back with some of my number plate, which I'd like to point out is probably not readable. So I'm going to have to head out to Halford's to get a replacement number plate. Halford's number plate. Now, I can't remember what I need for them. I can just go in. Rear number plate from £15. But I can go and get it immediately. I have a choice of font styles. Carbon, 3D. I can choose a border colour, red, blue or black. Select your trim surround, pink or nothing. Proof of identity, proof of entitlement. What does that mean? Proof of identity, fine, and my V5C. Okay, that's fine. So I need to go and get that fixed because currently I cannot use my vehicle until I do so. No, well, yes, okay, but hopefully, Yarlin, my point was, at the point when the number plate exploded, I was doing perhaps a little bit more than the legal speed limit, just a smidge, just a hair. My point was, probably, if I'd end up being followed by a policeman, he wouldn't have been able to get my number plate easily. Yeah, so this definitely helps. This tactic works much better than the way we were doing it before. Absolutely, 100%. Make sure you have the melters in the air. Notice this tunnel is full already of melted creep. Well, Dropboard, obviously, what's this? Where are you from, Dropboard? You're from America, aren't you? Come on, I want to move this forwards. Oh God, no! I don't know what actually caused it. There are a couple of possibilities. One of them is that the reflector fell off, and the reflector hit the wheel, which then flicked into the number plate. I don't know what the top speed is in Canada. Let's have a look. 120 kmh in miles per hour. Yeah, substantially more than twice that. I didn't pop a wheelie, but there is a possibility that the reflector fell off at that speed and then just flicked up into the number plate. Just so you know.
I would love to come.
Yeah, so Dropboard more than substantially more than twice that. But I was apparently very lucky that this can happen and cause serious problems. But I was genuinely lucky. But It's only a guess what happened. Nick, Horrid Conicus pointed out there's a possibility that if I have a non-standard number plate that was fitted too far backwards, then what would have happened there is if I went over a bump, the wheel touched it, and that again would have just exploded. Well, the fun part of it, Dropbot, it's not necessarily that part, but just how quickly you get there. I can't remember the exact stats on my head. The bike does something like 0 to kilometers, like 0 to 100 kilometers in like 2.4 seconds, and then it does like 100 to 200 in another 4 seconds. It just kind of just keeps going. It's bonkers. Right, so I'm getting some client issues. See if I can fix those. The only thing, and this is something I did read about before I had... wait, what? Preload? Something I read about is it's quite unsatisfying. And it's very strange. So the bike does 0 to the speed limit from standing in under 3 seconds. It's quite underwhelming. You're like, oh, I'm done. Like, it's so fast. It's so quick. The acceleration is just so much. You don't notice it. Does this make any sense at all for a client to call? Tarakash, yes, I would like to take the bike to Germany. I suspect, what I'm hoping, I can tell you my hope, even if not my expectation. I'm hoping that what will happen is FortressCraft does really well, and I get to buy a new bike. So that bike is over 10 years old. Okay, this is not a new and fancy bike. Now, this bike has significantly more horsepower than you can use. You absolutely cannot use all of its power under, well, maybe at 150 miles an hour you can. But it's got no electronics. It's an old bike. It's got no traction control. It has no launch control, no wheelie control, no anti-lock brakes. None of the modern safety features. So I would very much like a new version of the same bike, which has loads and loads and loads of, I'll say safety features. It's not quite the right term. Handling features. So I would very much like, and I don't mind squirting down country roads like that. There's nothing there. I mean, there's nothing to hit deer side, nothing to hit. There's nothing there, but that's not the same as taking it on the autobahn for a sustained chunk of work of performance, and that's where I would like something. As I said, I think. Wait, Dropbot, are you shitting me? Have you not seen the launch control on modern bikes? That just goes wheelie down. Seriously, these things are. This is the H2R, so this has got launch control. That's it. You just squeezed it, and it does everything the bike's got. The wheelie control is even more interesting. I don't have any videos of it. So the wheelie control, it lets it wheelie, and then the wheelie just comes back down. So it holds the wheelie, so you have absolute maximum power, and they look great. Is it going to do the wheelie control? No, it's not. So it won't let the bike flip, basically. Unlike your own bike, where you'll just if you wheelie it, fine. You get this on the Ninja 1000R, the BMW 1000s as well. They can't wheelie. Well, they can wheelie, they can't flip. So wheelie will start and it will just hold it. It's spooky. It literally just holds a perfect wheelie for you. The launch control just means you just pin the throttle and then you just let the clutch out and the computer does the work for you. Now, don't get me wrong, there is a certain elegance in the skill of a rider in being able to say, well, it's the difference between a live classical concert and someone who just presses play on a computer. Yes, I understand that. But when you're talking about, whoops, I twisted it a bit too far and now I'm dead, I think I'm happy to have the computer join in, actually. Plus, I've done a wheelie on a bike before and it was fucking terrifying. I got the wheel, I don't know, 2 degrees off, 2 inches off the road, and it felt like I was about to murder myself. It's kind of scary. Oh, that's interesting. The Farquhar beacons are very expensive. Ah, I've broken the Farquhar beacons. Okay, so I'm going to be heading out not before too long. I'll be back later on this evening. Now, I thought the changes I did should... Yeah, Tarakesh. So, again, I drive I also drive a Super Impreza. That's a four-wheel drive car with exceptional and incredible handling. And on ice, it's in snow, it's bonkers. Basically, it starts to slip, then all of the LSDs clunk and it goes. I've also driven powerful front-wheel drive cars, and they just wheel spin all the time. Now, on a lot of cars, you don't have that much traction available, but you don't need it, right? And then what happens, right? You get to the point where it snows. And for the first time that you've driven the car, you need traction control. The first time it's there, you need it, suddenly. And people start disabling it. Because, the car's not going. Yes, because there's no more traction. And it's amazing. And I've seen this endlessly on car handling forums. People going, I'd disable the traction control because I'm like, well, you're not. It's like ABS. Now, ABS is a wonderful thing, anti-lock brake system. If you have ABS, keep it on. Right? Now, if you are an extremely good driver, you will know that ABS increases its stopping distance. It does not decrease it, it makes it longer. What it does have the important effect is you can steer whilst braking. Quite important. If you're on a racetrack, quite often you do not want ABS. You can squeeze an extra few percent out. This doesn't apply to bikes, because if you lock the wheel up on a bike, it doesn't. There's not just smoke. There's you falling over. Dropboard, what? It's $600 a month. Are you sure? I'm paying on my 800cc cruiser. I'm paying probably about $200 Canadian a year. That seems a bit bonkers. At Tarakesh, I cannot see any situation where drifting where you want to disable traction control. Track days where you want to disable ABS. Other than that, I just can't think of anything. Hold on. Sorry. You're paying. So Yarlin, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I've done my maths wrong here. Right. So you're talking about 600 times 12 in. We'll do it in US dollars. You're talking about $5,500 a year in insurance. I don't understand. $172 a month for car insurance. Holy shit. Like, my car, the insurance on my car is, oh, fuck you. I'm not allowed to show you. That's an imgo, isn't it? What's my car? It's $450 times 12, $30, $50 a month, maybe? But that includes track day insurance. Like, I can actually take that on track without having to pay any extra. So I don't quite understand how your car insurance is. Yana, what do you drive? For $172 a month insurance. Why is it not shared with the community? I keep clicking shared. And this guy was really desperate to pay for me. But I don't... Yeah, fully comprehensive insurance. I don't understand how your insurance is that month. Yeah, Tarakesh, 500 euros a year. Yeah, that's acceptable. $600 a month for a motorbike is not. What's 70 a month? 840. Yarlin, how old are you? And how many years no claims do you have? Maybe I'm not going to America after all. By the way, I realise I'm chatting. I'm also trying to work out why the Falcor beacons are doing this. That's insane, Yarlin. Seriously, that is so much more. Like my motorbike, my big one, as I said, it's my little bike. What was my little bike? £54 a year? Cars are usually in the sort of 200 500 mark, depending on a whole bunch of factors. Well, that's the funny thing, Dropboard. My first car was a Subaru Impreza, but I had passed my test some decade earlier. So actual number of years driving is irrelevant, just when you pass your test. That's crazy. I wonder if the clearance... Oh, bad, Adam. Bad. Do we recheck? We never recheck, do we? Oh, solar blocked is true. Right, I'm going to just I'm just going to attach the server and make sure this is not executing. Check solar true, block solar. Ah! Okay, we have some blocked Falcors. Okay. Speedy, awesome. How much is your insurance? Yeah, it looks like blocked. Blocked Falcors are very expensive, it seems. They only scan 8 meters above them, by the way. Oh, no, we don't. I know what this bug is. I've seen this bug before. This is the bug that we had on the one of these is blocked. No? What happens is every frame they go 8 meters upwards. Oh, I think it may have actually just finally paged in. Yeah, see, Speedy, that's a sensible price. Nice car, by the way. Not as good as an Impreza, obviously, but good choice of car. Okay, this is using the horribly expensive method, which basically just scans upwards until we hit the edge of loaded space. No, they check upwards until they hit null space. I don't know what a BN125 XD is. 125 to me tends to indicate a motorbike. Oh. It's not a motorbike. The problem is, right, that we've probably only got one blocked Falcor. We've got 55 Falcors. A single blocked Falcor, there she is. A single blocked Falcor will use up shit tons of CPU time. So what I actually need to do is segment L seg equals attempt get segment. If L seg equals null, continue. Yeah, next it basically has to hit null or 64 meters. The problem is that we have one somewhere in the world. I can probably give you the coordinates, right? That is not clear. So M default offset, I think. It's not, is it? Oh, capital M, no N, that was it. So Nexus, here's your 10-second warning. Get a bit of paper or memorize or start typing in /coords now. I'll tell you where it is. 550128. Sorry, 550 minus 1. There's a couple. There's a bunch actually of blocked ones. 550 minus 28. 551 minus 28 is on top of it. We have a beacon with something on top of it. We have a beacon with another beacon on top of it. Yes, this is literally a bug I fixed with solar panels because this even says solar blocks. It's literally a copy paste of the solar panel code. But yes, so I'll be heading off in a bit for lunch in a new number plate. I expect to be back in a couple of hours. Sideways is okay. Nexus, is it blocked vertically? It just looks straight upwards. It doesn't do anything clever. It just literally looks straight upwards. I mean, I fixed the bug. Link it to its latest speed. Yeah, I'd be curious to see. Then nice. For those of you who are less of a, I'd say a car nerd. I never used to be a car nerd. It was when I got into the games industry, and I had to say my whole time, I'm hoping it's black. I'm hoping it looks like that. I hope it's a nice old one like that. Yeah, Nexus, that won't work. Yeah, that'd be why. Looking at the code, it looked like there was a Falcon beacon stocked on top of a Falcon beacon. Let me know if you fixed them, and that should really impact the server load. Really, really, really. Now I've just rewritten the code. So that should now... we were using the get cube. This is a bad function, and I should only call it when I'm very sure. All of those calls are probably bad. Very, very bad. Certainly for everything that happens every frame. Yeah, machine node is now down to 70%. Ah, yes. Okay, is that right? Yeah, okay, so that should... blocked foul core beacons will no longer soak up lots of CPU time on busy worlds. General Kitten, have you died in the toxic caverns? If so, what did it say? Okay, so we look at the server now. Like the last, you should not have those crazy Falcor readouts. Well, General Kitten, if you did die, the game will say, hey, try crafting a toxic filter. Much better. Lancers are still... I say Lancers are still expensive. There is nearly 850 of them. I would say we're probably going to have to implement a better Lancer just to reduce the amount of load. I'm not sure what I can do about the creep lancers. I'm also curious what this other 30 milliseconds was. I'll tell you what I'll do. Until my doorbell rings, let's look at the geothermal stuff. So, Nexus, you are telling me this is a situation where we are placing and verifying pipes. So we're digging. So if we get stuck, we stop. Otherwise, we... That calls build orientation. Okay, I can see a situation where this could happen. Geothermal failed to build. Else. And shall we retry here next frame? Okay. Server console dot debug log. Error geothermal failed to push build order in Y. It's pretty much all I can do, which is to put in debug stuff and see if I can't console message type. So that's one possibility, okay? Is that we said, hey, we're okay, let's build, and we failed. We don't have a pipe yet. Now, if we don't have a pipe, we should then push the shaft back up 1 meter. Make sure we're going to need pipe state, and then request immediate network update. Otherwise, we found an existing pipe. Doesn't matter whether we've got pipe or not, and then we return out. Can't see any horizons. Toxic particle filter requires the Elfie. It's a suit upgrade, yeah? Suit upgrades require hydrojet cutters. All suit upgrades require hydrojet cutters. Do you have a hydrojet cutter attached to that manufacturing plant? To be honest, by the way, that's actually pretty good. Like, the problem is we have too many creep lancers. That's actually amazing. These things are much, much more complicated than the other things. So, I guess what I would do is I will... Now, shall I make... Oh, that's still so many segment requests. I don't understand how I've got 490,000. Because when we start off, we automatically start off with a delay of 10 seconds. Maybe I should increase that. Yeah, let's wait a bit longer than that one, I guess. Like, I just can't see how we're getting that many segments. Cold creep spawners will allow the world to page in. I can just start calling it cold creep. Cryoplasm spawners. That's my guess. It's just a guess. Are we hailing the Tube Overlords? I wasn't aware. I don't think I got the memo on that. Okay, so that's that. I'm not going to do the stupid thing and make a build just before I go out. That would be stupid, even for me. So I'm just going to rejoin the server, see if anything else annoys me. Overall, what we should have done, if we were playing the game normally, there I don't think there's any way we would have not nuked the surface. Now, if you're playing on a decent PC, on a modern 3 to 4 gigahertz quad, it's an oct-core computer, then you probably wouldn't notice this. Just wouldn't even have been a thing. It's only because we're struggling with slow laptops. So what we would have done is, as we started the cold caverns, we would have just been like, shit, the server is beginning to struggle, and we would have charged the OET. Probably. I'd hope. I still don't know where the teleporter is for our base, by the way. Is this really... Oh, okay. Is this really keeping this back, I say, as I notice these buggers. We still only have one Dazzler turret, I noticed, though. So, how... The Dazzler turret's an awful lot cheaper. Like, 20 Dazzler turrets is a lot cheaper than these Lancers. So, should I make the Dazzler turret cheaper to build? Should I make the Lancers more expensive to build? Currently, I believe we have one Dazzler, correct me if I'm wrong, and 848 Lancers. The tubes are pretty awesome. No, it's charging. Okay, there are some others, that's fine. I said I haven't really spent enough time on this base to absolutely know everything about it. Interesting, the Dazzler's actually struggling somewhat here. Let it finish its cycle. Yeah, it barely made a dent. Yes, if you can you tell me where the up teleporter is, that'd be cool. Wow, these have melted like 1,200 blocks now. Riley, why didn't you use... why didn't you use... auto builders? Right, okay, that's it. I'm heading off. I will see you guys probably in a couple of hours. and have fun. And see you soon.